What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We're back inside the building once again, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be jumping into this one. A link up between two of the most popular names out there right now, Oxlade and Flavour, coming together for a track that goes by the name Ovami. Very excited to see how this one sounds. I'm excited to hear the collaborative energy. This is the track they've both been pushing prior to release, so hopefully it's going to be a good one. As always, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump into this one. The bass progression is really noticeable.
That you've taken all over me. You've taken all over me.
An interesting introduction. This does feel like it's a little bit all over the place. I'm not going to lie. Like, Oxlade for me has set such a high bar that I am going to have to be slightly critical at times of stuff he's making. This sounds like a little bit all over the place. Those string lines sound really loud. The instrumental sounds really interesting, but also a little bit kind of congested. The bass line's really loud. The snare lines are a little bit kind of stripped, a little bit too quiet in the mix. For me, at least, and Oxlade's vocal sounds like it's just kind of, I don't know, added later on. So I'm hoping it kind of pulls itself together as it goes, but not the best of starts, I'll be honest.
Touch mine, you gonna say you wanna be mine, cause you've taken all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my chargy. You make better put it your eyes. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it lightly. I wanna make you me wifey.
It's interesting, yeah, because I can see what they're trying to do. I can see it and I can hear the idea, and it's very kind of sharp. It's very kind of instrumentally driven, and then you kind of take those kind of choral elements that you get from Oxlade and kind of weave them in afterwards. I get the approach. I don't know, for me, it just feels a little bit kind of slapdash. It doesn't feel like it's properly woven together as much. It doesn't feel necessarily like it's got that energy and that kind of cleanliness that you normally expect from an Oxlade tune. But it might progress, and I'm not going to keep talking about negatives because I don't really like talking about negatives. But overall, it's interesting, and I can see the effort, and I do applaud the effort. I just feel the execution is a little bit off for me.
Sure the people think I'm mento. I go carry you, go Cali, Sacramento. Love you, him, I be my room Toledo. Love you, so the baby, you know, go feel let's go. Look for my mind and my soul, you leave it rent free. For your mother, baby girl, I go comment.
I think it might just be that string line that's putting me off, because this sounds solid.
I can't deny it, it's written all over. That you've taken all over me. You've taken all over me.
Again, as the track's progressed, it seems like that string line's got a lot quieter. It feels like it's less kind of in your face. And this kind of midsection here, where we're kind of being driven by vocal, percussion, and bass, this section sounded really well mixed. It sounded clean. The overall approach sounded a lot better. I don't know whether it's just my ears normalizing to the tune and now it's going to sound like this every time I hear it, but I don't know. Might just be me. As always, guys, I'm keen to hear your thoughts, so get into the comments down below.
Touch mine, you gonna say you want me mine, cause you've taken all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my chargy. You make better put it your eyes. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it lightly. I wanna make you me wifey.
And again, you compare this kind of this crescendo here to the first sort of breakdown. It sounds completely different. This sounds awesome because you've got those vocal layers kind of leading up. They're in that kind of ascension feel, and you've got the bass line, which is doing a lot in the lower end, but it's not as overbearing. That string line is nowhere near as loud and as piercing and as cutting, kind of taking you out of the overall mix and just focusing solely on that one note string line. So I don't know whether it's done intentionally so you kind of fall into the tune, but as the track's progressed, it has sounded a lot cleaner mix wise. And again, I don't know whether that's my ears normalizing to it, but we'll see.
No. Them no feel look you pass. Makanibu munyo dogu. Unafugo munyo dogu. You've given me reason to smile. I'm loving this girl for life.
Wicked verse from Flavour.
Now when I drop your no busuku, my sense I don't lose you. I be you a shampoo to you. Share one more.
Obviously, we know Flavour kind of switches between different languages, and obviously there's a bit of a barrier on that for me, but I'm not taking anything away from him. His vocals sound smooth, man. His arrival on this has really changed the approach of the track. This one, it's suddenly gone from being this kind of big kind of instrumental, orchestral, crescendo epic to a much more kind of smoother kind of, hey, we're doing a tune here, calm down, let's just get through the vocal and bring something more relaxing to the table. And that's what Flavour does, man. Flavour has the ability to go super hype, or he has the ability to go super calm and super precise with what he does, and that's what we're hearing.
You've taken all over me.
No need for story, you know me, my judge. You make my temperature rising. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it lightly. Wanna make you me wifey.
And I can already tell, you know, this is going to be a tune that grows on me. And it's because of that little hook section where they go, that little melody there, that pulls me in. It's catchy, it's got a big kind of epic rise and a kind of dramatic fall to it. And for my ears, that's something that I always look for. Interesting, though. It's interesting how it's grown on me as the tracks progressed. And again, I don't know whether it's my ears normalizing or just the instrumental kind of settling a little bit. But yeah, interesting stuff.
Woo!
Bringing the reverse strings in, let's go. So there we go then, Ovami, a new collaboration between Oxlade and Flavour. Very interesting stuff. I genuinely think if they never included that string line, this would be an instant banger. For me, it's literally just the sharpness of that string line earlier on that holds it back from being that. But as the track progresses and we're listening to this outro section, there's so much niceness to enjoy. The percussion's great. The plucked guitar lines bring a really nice groove to proceedings as well. And then you've got some wicked bassline action going on. And the actual vocal approach on this is great overall. So yeah, interesting stuff. A single little element for me letting it down from being a pure banger, but overall interesting and a genuinely kind of unusual listen, which is always fun to do. But there we go, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, I really try not to focus on the negatives of tracks. I try to focus on like the enjoyable bits and then kind of saying I would change that or whatever, but it's obviously down to you guys as well. So let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cub TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's premier platform for new music. Platform B.